everyone, it's Outspell Trades. I'm back with another everyday Let's Play. I wanted to play a little bit more of the Outer Worlds because this game is a lot of fun so far, and it's been a while since I've gotten some RPG fix that was, you know, actually worth playing. So let's go back into it. I did lower the gamma a little bit and up some of the graphics quality. Oh, that's nice to know. So I can flag items in my inventory as junk and then just sell them all at the same time. That's nice. And then yeah, I knew this game had fast travel. So I'm looking at all the 2019 games that I have in my Xbox Game Pass, and it's a lot of them, and I'm having like a bit of an overload because I have never had this much access to new games before in my life. I have a lot of games, like a lot of video games, but none of them are new. I'm never that person, so this is a little weird. Like, okay, sometimes. Are things needing to render? I feel like things are needing to render right now. Let me just make sure things are going on. Yeah. Yeah, that looks better. A little jerky here. This music is sad and interesting.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it?
Oh.
Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship.
Oh.
And if this ship is yours, well, ma'am, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. I'm afraid we gotta dock your pay.
I'm gonna lie.
Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Whew. That was lucky. So how exactly do I put my gun away? Oh! Okay, so I've got a little map marker telling me to go this way. We'll see what I can kill along the way, if anything. So I'm trying to figure out exactly how the Xbox Game Pass for PC works when it comes to game saves. Because I uninstalled Blair Witch, which I keep wanting to call Blair Witch Project. I know it's not called the Blair Witch Project, but that, like, in my head, those three words just go together. So I uninstalled that, and my local... Okay, so... well, let's also find this grass. Quit moving around so much. Oh. Oh, it's the rock that's in the way. Okay. Oop! I hit the wrong button. I keep hitting the wrong button. Ah! Oh, there's more of them than I thought there were. Where is that coming from? Oh, you can't run away from me. Where's that? There. That was not that hard. Except for my button presses. Aww. You killed somebody. I mean, I didn't. They did. Small percentage of weapons and armor you may find are considered pristine. They have more durability. Cool. Let's reload. Where are those other dudes? So do their bodies disappear if they don't have any loot? Is that what it is? Because I keep finding... So yeah, that third mouse button is throwing me off a bit here. So when I hit this, does the game pause? I'm just curious to know. Leave a comment below if you happen to know. So I have no idea. But yeah, so I'm trying to figure out if my save file for Blair Witch, if I were to reinstall the game, because I uninstalled the game and then I have no save files for the game in my computer. So does that mean that if I reinstall the game, I won't have my previous save? Currently, I do not know. What is this?
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
This pathway right in front of you. Have you been hit in the head without the helmet on recently?
Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
I think it's more my territory at this point.
Your pod? What are
I
you
keep
on
forgetting
about?
that I need to read those out loud for you.
Ain't safe
I
out
just
there.
asked you that.
You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices.
Whenever someone repeats the word low in regards to prices, I don't believe them. I never got your name. I'm Fidessa. Do they pay you to chat with strangers? Nice to meet you. I'm Alex Hawthorne, captain of the Unreliable. Or is that why you've got a pair of armed guards? So let's go with, do they pay you to chat with strangers?
I am employed by the Retirement Department of Spacer's Choice. That's fancy talk for working in the cemetery. Name's Silas, junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
This all sounds really, really awful. Who do I talk to about a power regulator? I'm looking to make a little money while I'm here. This place looks like it's falling to pieces. Junior in humor. Fancy title for a gravedigger. Let's, ask the first one.
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
I'm a janitor. Depends on the work. You offering me a job. I do what I want. You're asking the wrong person. I'm not interested. Let's see if he's got a job for me.
Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites. We rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
Okay. You want me to collect what's owed to you? I can do that. You're making people pay for their own graves. Why can't you collect these fees yourself? Let me ask you about something else. I'm sure you'll figure something out. Excuse me. Let's go with number 2.
Company policy. If it was up to me, I'd put the whole town 10 feet under, free of charge.
Are you saying you'd be a mass murderer? Alright, I'll collect your fees for you. Why can't you collect these fees yourself? I'll ask the second one.
Quotas, mostly. Got a backlog of graves to fill. Bodies won't bury themselves, you know?
Okay, fine. Fine, I'll collect your fees for you.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
I'm not twisting any arms. Okay, why is this Abernathy a special case?
He just is. Look,
That's
I don't
not...
want to get into it.
Get
Just
details.
Make sure he pays up.
Alright. Where can I find these people?
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery.
Are you sure he's
You'll
not
find him in
dead?
town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
See if there's anything else to really ask him. Oh, that's just mean. I'm not gonna say that. This town must be pretty bad shape if it's keeping you employed. Oh, maybe that's not me. You lose a lot of people to marauders. Have you heard any news about the Hope? How long have you been a junior at humor, gravedigger, whatever? Let's go with 3. Have you heard any news about the Hope?
The colony ship? Are you talking about that old rumor? Some great big starship packed full of colonists what got lost in the aether never to be found again? Ain't heard that one since I was but a stripling. Can't say it was terribly convincing far as rumors go. There a reason you asking?
I was on it. I'm just gonna change the subject.
Something I can do for you? Yeah?
Any more questions? I wanna... let's go with 2.
Former people, yeah. Marauders been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed guards.
Gross! You got a marauder problem. I can take care of it. I would love to do that.
If you're gonna go headhunting, talk to Constable Reyes back in town. She pays for marauders by the finger.
Well, let me go back out there and get the fingers that of the men I've already killed. Question. People have 10 fingers. Most of them. Anyway. It's just that means she pays per finger? Or is there some special way to know that each finger comes from the same person just by looking at it? I mean, does she have like a reader or something? Let's go with 2. Any idea where they're coming from?
Couldn't tell you. No, I mean, I'm contractually prohibited from saying anything that might reflect poorly on Spacer's choice.
Ugh.
Ah, avoid it.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have said that either. Look, forget I said anything.
I like the idea that void it is a phrase. Alright, let's go with 2. How long have you been a gravedigger?
Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the 1. All my life? Work's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise.
Fresh.
Only problem's the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees.
Alright. I'm done. Quest tracker.
Beats working at the cannery.
Okay.
Huh? What? I wasn't dozing off.
You were very clearly dozing off. How do I put my gun away? Alright, so... There's something going on in my journal. Quest. Let's make that my active one for now. Obviously, I've got to go inside. My spouse pointed this out to me earlier. These are like fake windows if you go inside here. Obviously, because this is fallen over, so that's fake. I really need to get used to which finger I'm using on the mouse pad, on the mouse, so that I'm not clicking that map button all the time. I don't know, I do that a lot. I've not had this mouse for very long. I like it. I like the idea of being able to click the number pads without using my left hand, but still. I still haven't seen anything to tell me how to put my firearm away. So I'm just gonna walk around with it out, I suppose.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing with myself.
Where exactly Maybe the map can give me a better idea of what's going on here with this. Okay. So this is... Watch how it doesn't really, like, it marks what they are when I'm in the world, but on the map it doesn't show me what they are, and I really wish it would show me what they are on the map itself. Is this the door? It should be. Yeah. Okay.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs.
That's how you greet people?
Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Really, man? Okay. Relax, I'm clean. Do your haircuts usually come with free lectures? Or intimidate, I can show you my hands. Let's go with number 2. I'm
We don't believe in
snarky.
free anything here in Edgewater. We're a Spacer's Choice company. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Okay, first I'm gonna ask him about my ship. And then I'm gonna try to collect his dues.
A ship? Dear me. You seem to have lost the ability to distinguish between reality and fantasy. This is what happens when you let your imagination run wild.
I don't like this
I
dude.
don't approve of fantasizing. It's a dreadful habit, corrosive to the mental faculties. You ought to let the vicar take a look inside your head.
Your vicar?
Vicar Maximilian, our man from the OSI, here to spread the message of scientism like a soothing balm upon a feverish head. Or so you'd expect. You'll find him in our local church, probably neglecting his duties.
Here's the thing. You're not supposed to believe in science. Science is not about belief. Religion is about belief. But connecting the two by a system of belief, that's insane. That's not how science works. Okay. I'm gonna ask him why he doesn't like the vicar.
He doesn't seem to like us much. The vicar has not been with us long, and in his relatively short tenure in Edgewater, gives off the distinct whiff of superiority.
Do I have any questions for him?
Go ahead.
Okay, you seem pretty enthusiastic about this place.
Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here. I am never wanting for work, not since the plague started.
Oh, that's nice. Let's ask about this plague.
The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame.
That's horrific. Why don't you treat all your workers?
Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us.
That's not sensible at all. Whose idea was this?
Mr. Thompson's brainchild. Have you met him yet? Thoughtful-looking fellow, stares out of his office most hours.
Alright, now I'm gonna ask him about his dues.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
No. I understand what he said, so I'm not going to choose number 2.
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bitless, indigent, destitute.
Pie crust is not
I
supposed to
simply cannot
break.
afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say number 3. So our choices are, I don't care, pay up. You have a very loose definition of the word prosperity, which is also true. That's some quality drama, Conrad. You should audition. Don't be so hard on yourself. I'm not giving this guy a break. He's a jackass. So number 3.
Thank you, no. I despise the cereals. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Well, hang on. Wait a minute. Medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
Well, let's see if Silas will take an IOU.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
I'll let you know if I think of anything.
Much obliged.
The thing is, I can't be rude to him too much, because I'm just nicer than that. I'm snarky, don't get me wrong. I've always been snarky. And my computer is freezing. Come on. Oh. It's not that hard. Okay, there we go. My computer didn't know what to do. Mostly because it didn't know what to display. I keep forgetting that I have that ability to slow down time. Okay. Next one is over this way? Yeah. Now, if I could just figure out how to put away my gun.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier.
You're obviously sick.
Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued.
Oh,
Spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
you're dying. Let's try a perception check. You want to tell me what's got you so nervous?
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
I probably failed that then. Let's try number 3. I'm positive you mentioned something about being plagued. I'm just trying to get him to say it so I can help him in some way.
You don't know that. I could have been saying anything. Maybe I said vague. You know how words sound a mite strange when you're sick.
You just
Wait,
said you're...
No. Oh, damn it. Okay, listen.
Thank you.
Maybe I am feeling a little under the weather, but I swear I'm on the mend.
I'm not gonna tell
don't
anyone.
Tell the constable.
You've got the plague? Get away from me, you leper! Or at least cover your mouth. Let's just try. Why not? Why can't you tell the constable?
She'll toss me in the sick house. I would have confessed before the good vicar. Get some ablutions for my spirit. Just never found my courage is all. Hey, you're hale and healthy and possibly for hire, ain't ya? Do a good turn for an expiring old man?
Sure. How can I help you?
There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
I'll do it.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
You can feel your spleen? Alright, I'm gonna go with 1. Anything I should know about this community center?
Just keep your head down when you're in there. Marauders have taken over.
Oh, great.
Probably tracking mud all over the archives.
Not mud! Okay. Let's try 2.
I know that, but I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
Alright, I'm gonna ask about his grave site fees. He is about to die, so in case I don't get back with the medicine.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows. Look, I got my gravesite fees right here. See? I'm good for my word. Get me that medicine, and I'll see to your payment.
Thank you. I'm glad I asked, because he definitely needed to pay his gravesite fee. Go to hell. Esteem? Word forever who I please.
Been eating nothing but salt tuna for a year.
Alright.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Imagine it's in here, right? Yep. Question is where in here? Let's pick a door and hope it's the right one. Oh yeah, no one's freaking out about the fact. Oh, vending machine discovered. Where's that? You say I discovered a vending machine. I don't see a friggin' vending machine. Do we have different definitions of what a vending machine looks like? These are consoles. These map markers are kind of driving me nuts. There it is. That's it, right? Spacer's Choice Automated Sales Units. Vending machines. Yeah, that is a lot of words just to say vending machine. Vending machines offer a variety of items to purchase, mostly from one company. Pack scale of 20 or higher allows you to sell items to the vending machine. Restricted items on a vendor can only be purchased when you have high enough reputation with the associated faction, or hack skill of 40 and higher. Okay. Is there anything in here I'd actually want? Is my question. Is there anything here I would actually want to sell? Because this is what I've got. Wait a minute. Is it? Wait a minute. T&L Weapon Safety Training, Weapon Management. You can have up to 4 weapons equipped at a time by driving them to the slots at the top of the screen. On this page you can also inspect your weapons, compare them, flag them as junk, or break them down for parts. Players with the engineering skill can repair weapons on this screen as well. Take care of your T&L weapons and they'll take care of your enemies. Okay, so let's see. 100. They're about the same, aren't they? What do I got on me? Wait, so one of these is equipped, right? What is this? Telescoping staff. Two-handed melee. That's a lot more damage. Okay, so it's got this little repair symbol on it. Ah, R. Repair. You have insufficient weapon parts. Weapon parts required 8. So this one says... Alright, let's... So it says compare, and then it. Oh, okay. So let's see. Really, I need to look to see. Why does one have a diamond on it? Do I maybe want to have that one on for some reason? I don't know. Alright, let's move the. I don't know. It's not letting me. Get rid of. Alright. It's still on there. I don't know how to get rid of it. So, Q to break down. Alright. Yes. I want those weapon parts. What's going on in my journal? Okay. Yes. Alright. Stay. Where the hell is this asshole? Sorry, I don't mean to swear. I'm just getting annoyed. Where is he? Is he upstairs? Yeah, I got too close to it. Oh, there's a person. Ah, there he is. Give me your money!
You the new worker?
No.
Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Okay. I'm guessing you're the foreman. Gravesite fees. I'm here to collect.
Foreman Granger. Mind those words don't come out of your mouth unless preceded by yes or right away or thank you.
Really, ma'am? Alright, now I'm gonna ask you for your gravesite fees.
Shit. Silas still on about that?
Yes!
Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
These papers aren't signed in your name.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
Oh. You have to pay for your neighbor's gravesite fees? That's kind of you, I guess. I'm gonna say one.
I could do without the sarcasm.
I wasn't being
Wasn't acting out of
sarcastic!
the goodness of my heart. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me.
How?
Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
How are you a relative? You just said he shot himself.
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
Okay, I'm gonna say two. Must be tough losing family.
Eugene wasn't family.
Then why are you paying his fees? I'm gonna say I thought you said you were his closest living relative.
Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death.
Oh my
I'm
god.
the one who found him, you see, so
Oh
I paid the fine.
jeez.
Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
What are they gonna do? Arrest his corpse? Vandalism, huh? Did you have to clean bits of him off the wall or something? I'm gonna go with two.
When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire town pays for it. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
Oh Jesus. I'm gonna go with would've. You didn't?
Look around. Edgewater ain't exactly swimming in luxury. We can't afford to pay the body price of a suicide. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear.
Oh.
I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
Oh, really sucks. Gotta say. Alright, let's get out of here. This place is a nightmare. I mean, all of this town is a nightmare. Vending machine discovered. Hooray! What I want to do is leave. What the hell are these? Why are they here? How do I get out of here? Maybe here? Would this open? Ah! I was right. Okay. Facing the wrong way. This way. Yes. This is the direction I want to go. What is that sound? Salt tuna sounds like a terrible source of protein. I can't even remember what stats I put in. So no one voted, so I'm just gonna play whatever I want. I'll probably do a vote next month as well, in the beginning of December. Which, oh, I have jury duty. You have no idea how upsetting that is. Maybe you do. Maybe you've had jury duty before. Okay, so... just mark things on the map. These koosh balls on sticks are pretty interesting. What is all this? Oh. This is the cemetery. Nice to know. It's not as scary as a... Why are there cages over the graves? I was about to say it's not as scary, but... Is it because of the marauders? God, I hope so. What in the world are you expecting me to look at?
Fancy threads. That some kind of hibernation suit?
Yes. Took him quite a while to, get to me.
You run into any trouble?
A little. I'll tell him that Conrad can't afford to pay.
Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit.
Oh.
I keep telling him he should cut a few corners. Skimp out on the disinfectant. You gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. Find some dirt on him. Maybe check his back room.
Are you suggesting extortion?
That's the word, extortion. Been on the tip of my tongue all day.
I'll take a look. These people are so lovely. Although they live in a wonderful town. Wrong key. That's block. That's attack. Let's go to the back. What is over here that you want me to see? I feel like I'm going in circle. These animal sounds are freaking me out. Is this the fourth guy? Yes, it is. As I remember, he said he's at...
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses.
Not exactly.
Truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
What are you babbling about? Are you okay? You seem confused. Silas sent me. You owe him gravesite fees. Let's go with 2.
I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
Lies? I still don't know what you're talking about.
Just my luck. I ask for backup and the boss sends me one of them simple folk. All right. Listen real close. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about. Firing at the birds. Orchestrating their uprising.
What in the world are you talking about?
Swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill. Where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
Do you think this is the Terminator? I'll tell him I'm for hire.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saw tuna cans mostly, some Spacer's chaw, few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid.
Proper armies pay enlistment fees.
Enlistment fees? Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the resistance a bad name.
What do you need done?
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
Okay. Now. Well, let's get some pointers on this mechanical scout.
Mechanical's got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
I mean, weak spot. Alright, now I'm gonna ask him about his gravesite fees.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally
Sure.
heard the calling.
We'll say that. Let's go with 1.
Mechanical repellent. A stroke of inspiration from the law itself. Here, I've been saving up a couple of bits for just such a project.
Thank you. Let's see if I didn't ask him anything else. And what exactly do you do here?
I'm Ludwig Miller, Associate Security Officer for Transportation. Officially?
And unofficially?
Unofficially, strictly between you and me, I am the only thing standing between Edgewater and
You're
total
schizophrenic.
annihilation.
Okay. And See, what do you have against mechanicals?
You ever seen the way a mechanical just stands there? Just looking at you, scanning you with its murderous oculars.
Schizophrenic. Can't say that I have.
Pray to the law that you never do. A mechanical never forgets the face of its enemy. First they will rob us of our jobs, and once they have taken away our livelihoods, they will take away our very lives.
Okay then. Bye. You're insane. What is this? Get out of my way. Workbench discovered. If you say so, I can't get near it. I'm gonna steal from him as of yet. What are these? Oh. I just realized I made that sound way too many times. Alright, let's go lean on Conrad, shall we? Whenever I sprint, my sound cuts in and out. Not sure what that means. Alright, let's get this last bit of money, and then I'll see you guys next time. We just have to wait for this to load. Oh. And then I have to go back to collecting images for what? What? She was looking at me upside down. Going back to collecting images for my Sunday Book Circle on Friday Black. Always seems no reason not to sprint over there. I know where it is.
Had your rations yet?
Okay. Let's check its back room. What's in here? Ew! Conrad. Receptionist shot himself. This is bad. Company's going to have to call it for what it is. Destruction of Space Your Choice property. Eugene was an asset and somebody has to pay his body price. This is going to ruin us, so I was thinking that we pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth. Heirlooms passed down his family or something. Gross! You're processing his body, right? Just dig her around and pry them out. We sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet. Use the bits to pay his body price, and nobody's the wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows. Phyllis G. Oh, it's a lot of stuff to be stealing. Alright.
What can I do for you?
Alright, persuade. I know about Eugene. Why not use his teeth as collateral for your gravesite fees? You sound like you had some training. I know a thing or two about medicine. I've got some questions for you. Let's go with persuade.
You know about Eugene? How?
It's obvious. I'm a mind reader. I found a note from Phyllis. Don't leave your crap around, man.
Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
Darn. I'm gonna appeal to his sense of he needs money, so they were probably worth a few bits.
More than a few. Those teeth were his personal savings.
Then why let them
I
go?
can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills.
Yes, you can.
Can I?
Yes, you can. The gold came out of the ground originally. It can come out of the ground again. Alright, you're going to have to.
Yes, I suppose I must.
You're not that hard to
Here you
convince.
are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Good. I'm told Eugene killed himself. What happened?
Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but
Oh,
that's
it was an
largely a
accident?
technicality.
That's sad.
I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of
Oh.
the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as
Oh.
possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life.
That's horrible. They may still have to pay a penalty for that, though.
It's a miracle of bureaucracy. If Eugene's death were filed as a suicide, we'd all pay the price for his crime. We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
Okay. I feel really sorry that that happened. So my spouse knows how to put his gun away on this game because he's using a controller. But I have a million friggin' buttons. Well, maybe not really, but you know what I mean. I need to replace my chair. I need headphones. Thinking about getting a new mic. I need an external hard drive or two. So become a patron! Oh, it seems super sunny. I even turned down gamma, actually.
Grave digging's a fine profession. Always work to be had, and nary a word of complaint out of your clients.
That's not funny. Let's talk about Eugene.
Yeah? What about him?
Let's go with you first. I know you buried him.
Well, yeah. It's what I'm contractually obligated to do. What's this about?
The gold teeth in your mouth? Let's go with one.
Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we was supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit.
Oh,
When
great.
I woke up, his body was gone. Spirited away. Vanished.
Is that just his tongue?
Footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders. Or he rose from the dead.
I like how he says stolen by marauders with Mystique and rose from the dead, as if that's typical. Right, I'll
Let
keep
me
an
know if
eye
you
out
find
for him.
anything.
Alright, so, about those fees you
Run into
wanted.
any trouble? Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
I'm not gonna tell him about Abernathy's illness. He probably already knows, but I'm not talking to him about it. Let's go with 4. I'm just gonna leave. Alright, and we're saving. So, I will see you guys next time. Like, share, subscribe, click the bell, follow me on Patreon so I can do more, get better equipment, blah blah blah. What? I'm gonna have to check the footage. That said something about kill on site. What was I saying? Follow me on Facebook, Instagram. Jesus! What is with all these notifications? Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Reddit, Twitter. Join me on Discord. And I will see you guys next time. If I can weave. If I can weave. Let me leave. Okay. See you next time.